of their classes. So if they purchase an 8-week class, they get an 8-week class with it just in case. The only time they get the train is with me. Um, with that being done, I like to do it in baby steps so that way they retain the information that they learn and not just learn the information fast and can't actually remember what to recall when going through bad instances or just any instance where the dog needs to be reassured of what to be doing on next. We train once a week for the 12 weeks, and a client goes home with homework that they do for about 5 to 15 minutes per day at a minimum.
Okay, so your clients, once they go through your training, they go home with homework. They have to do homework.
Yeah, they have homework they have to do, yes.
All right, that's good. That's real good. Because I know a lot of trainers, some don't send home with homework. They just have them in the class and just send them home.
They just send them home, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, so next question. What advice would you give to someone who is considering getting a dog for the first time?
To completely think about their lifestyle, the way they live, how much they travel, how much time they have to put towards a pet, and if they have the funding to take care of that pet. A lot of these pups, they need a lot of work, and they definitely need to go to school for at least 12 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 weeks with someone that knows what they're doing if they're not completely aware of what that dog breed does.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And that collaborates also with grooming. Dog training and grooming collaborates together. In order, grooming and dog training, a lot of people don't realize they really do go together. The training helps with the grooming and being on the table.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Doctors and grooming and dog training all go together. If your pup is not conditioned to understand that they have to listen to everybody that is there to care for them, and it makes the task difficult. We end up sedating dogs to do stuff that a normal dog don't have to be sedated for to do, or the fact that you don't feel like you can get it done, so you're not happy about doing it. And that's the same way with walking. A lot of people don't walk their dogs because their dogs pull on them, so they don't even walk the dogs. But if the dogs didn't pull, they will walk them.
Yeah, and that's definitely like before I groom dogs, I tell the owners, walk your dog before you bring them in to get on the table, because if you don't, if it's a very high energy dog, once they get on that grooming table, they're all everywhere. All that energy is with that grooming, and it makes it difficult to get it done the right way.
Yes, because their energy is the most, and they're not like us, so they have to run their energy out, or they're going to use their energy with their mouth and their hands.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so next question. How do you approach training dogs with different temperaments and personalities?
So I do a hands-on with every dog from the beginning. So pretty much you come sign up, do a class with me. From the first 30 minutes that I meet you, I'm actually going to handle your dog for you, because I want to actually see some things from an instance of how they react with somebody else holding the leash that never held the leash before. And then I watch them for maybe about 5 to 10 minutes just to see what kind of tips that I can see from the outside looking in. And then I also ask them what do they want to correct during training for how many weeks they're paying for.
Yeah. I know one thing that I do tell a lot of my customers, when you said about with the leash, how they handle the leash, a lot of my customers, I tell them when they come in to me and their dogs are nervous and they're holding on to the leash, the dog can feel that energy from them. So a lot of the times whenever the dogs are like trying to snap at me or something, I'll tell them to hand me the leash, because my energy is totally different from their energy.
That's correct.
So okay, yeah,
that is correct.
And a lot of pet parents, they don't understand that part of when it comes to the energy from them onto their dogs.
That's right. Okay. And then a lot of people ain't patient, like we show them that patience and they're like, oh, this ain't so bad, and then the owner like, dang, they ain't like this with everybody, and that's because we know how to take our time with these dogs.
Yeah, you definitely got to have a lot of patience. Okay, next question. What are some of the most common mistakes that people make when training their dogs, and how can they avoid them?
Ooh, I can tell you exactly what I see a lot of. Not to be funny, but if they have not been properly trained and they're trying to teach the dog how to do something that they really don't know how to teach the dog how to do, they could be actually confusing the dog. So they confusing the dog and they confuse themselves. So the communication is all the way off, and everything they're actually trying to achieve, they're achieving opposite results.
That is definitely correct. Definitely correct.
And I'm talking about, I see it all the time, you know. Yeah. But during training, that's when we having fun. So all those mistakes that y'all make, that's why we doing it in training, having fun doing it. So when you actually out doing your thing, you know, it's not going to happen to you. We make mistakes during training so we can correct those issues.
Yeah. One thing, and it's not one of my questions I have written down, but one thing that I have seen in dog training and some dog trainers, you have trainers that treat train and you have trainers that actually train.
That's correct.
Which one do you do?
I do both. And it's funny because my first class, we giving out tons of treats if they want them. But maybe about second and third class, we only focus on love.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason I said it is because I've seen some dogs go through training, and the only way they'll do what you need them to do is to give them a treat.
Yes.
Is to give them a treat.
Yes.
So I know a lot of people, and some dogs, I think, the way I look at it, some of their temperaments, just knowing the dog, some dogs don't need to be treat trained.
That's correct. Yeah,
and
they just take advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of owners, I tell them, I'm like, they don't need treats anymore. They know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
You know, they like, what you mean? Let me get your treat bag. You know.
Yeah, because that's what they
love.
expect. The feed, food. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right. So, how do you stay up to date with the latest research and best practices in dog training and incorporate them into your work?
I have some trainers that I communicate with in the area, and we just go over all our curriculum together, what's been working, what can be improved, and what do we hope to see that we can add to the curriculum that can benefit each owner.
Okay, that's great. So y'all all get together and just share ideas.
Share ideas, yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
For real.
All right. Okay, so can you share some success stories from your work as a dog trainer and how you help dogs and their owners overcome challenges?
Oh my goodness, yes ma'am. So let's see here. We got a yogi in my class. He just started maybe about 3 weeks ago. He's a huge Rottweiler. They waited till he's about 1 or 2 to train him. He's owner protective, of course, and he loves to pull on the leash. They have the dog now where he's walking. He sees another dog, he'll lay down. Even with toys, he was taking the toys. He didn't want to share with the toys. We're showing him that, you know, he can be a dog and be kind of independent, where he was attached to another dog that used to kind of attack him as well. So he was living his best life, of course, but the fighting going on and that kind of stuff going on, and we just been correcting it slowly at a time, showing them that they both need to be independent, where they don't have to be around the house arguing, because they just spoil. We spoil all our animals, of course, and I think that's one of the main things that go wrong too. We give them everything we want unconditionally, of course, but they got to have got to be a line somewhere.
And how old was he?
Yogi is about a year and a half. And the lady, she's an older lady. Another success story, Miss Ellen. They've been rolling with me for some years now. She got a German Shepherd, and all her kids stay out of town. So when she got the German Shepherd, they was like, "You need to take that dog back right now." They're like, "You can't have that dog." And she was like, "I'm keeping the dog." She's like, "I got Reggie." And they're like, "Reggie?" They're like, "Who Reggie?" You know. She's like, "That's my dog trainer." And we go out, we do therapy appointments, we go see clients at hospitals. We haven't been out in a while, but you know, that's the kind of stuff we was doing, going out to the hospitals, giving back some of the love to the community. And she's, like I said, she's an older lady with this big old dog, but when she tells him to sit,
he sits.
He sits down, he lays down, you know.
And that's good, because a lot of older people, they do get these bigger breeds and more of the aggressive breeds, and a lot of them don't get the correct training for them. And these dogs definitely have a lot of high energy and definitely need to get them trained, especially for elderly people.
Yes, and I ain't gonna say it was easy. You know, they be with me sometimes for 2 12-week classes.
Wow.
But it benefits them, you know, like you said.
Okay. All right. So what's the most important thing that you want people to know about dog training and working with their dogs?
Find you a trainer that's compatible with you and your dog. And what I mean is, go around in the area, watch some trainers work, get to talk to them, see actually who's compatible for y'all, and then engage in some dog training. But don't just go pay money and be like, this is going to work, because that's not going to work.
Yeah, definitely correct. And sometimes, guys, you definitely have to put the money out there for the dog training. If you want it done correctly, sometimes going cheaper is not the best way. Sometimes you really got to put the money into what you want to be done with your dog. So lastly, I do have a question from my TikTok family that actually had a question for you. But this is my last question that I have.
Okay.
It says, so how do you see the field of dog training evolving in the future, and what new developments are you excited about?
All right, well, if you'd have asked me this 20 years ago about dog training, I'd have looked at you and said, don't nobody need help with their dog unless they training them to attack or be a protective dog or emotionally support or a service dog. Basic training is what I offer. Basic training, obedience, manners, how to conduct yourself in a family environment. I never would have said it would happen. I believe that it's going to be mandatory later, just like certain dog breeds can be allowed in houses.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to make sure, hey, you had him trained too, right?
Yeah.
I need to see his certificate for going to school, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely believe that's going to end up happening soon. They're going to make people show that your dog has been trained, because there's so many untrained dogs out here, especially when it comes to like apartment complexes and getting your house. A lot of the times you see a lot of owners don't want animals, especially dogs, in certain breeds in their house, but it's because a lot of these dogs are not getting the proper training.
That's correct. They're like, you ain't coming in here saying all my stuff, you know.
Yeah.
That don't even be the case, you know. Yeah, for real.
All right, so this question is from the TikTok family.
Uh-oh.
It says, I allowed them to have one question to give me for you. It says, what are some of the misconceptions about dog training?
Oh, man, that it's going to hurt the dog. We send our kids to school. We used to get beatings in school. Nobody thought that it would hurt us until they actually see what's going on, and then they're like, oh, we got to stop that. But in dog training, unless you got a crazy trainer, ain't nobody beating on your dog. I show you what to do, and then I allow you to do it. While you're doing it, I give you pointers on how you can make it better.
Okay, yeah. And I like to tell a lot of my customers, training is just like training a child. You have to be disciplined with your dog.
That's right.
If you don't allow it, your dog is definitely going to overtake you.
Yeah, y'all groomers and doctors, y'all stand up for me all the time, because right when I be like, I ain't got no more dogs to train. No. They be like, you can't come back to grooming until the doctor unless you go see Reggie. Like, oh my God.
I definitely have a lot of dogs. I'm like, you got to get off my table. You need to go to training. So I get it. I definitely get it. So guys, this brings us to the end of today's podcast. I would like to extend a huge thank you to our guest, Reggie, owner of Night-And-Day-Certified Training, for sharing his insight and expertise of dog training with us today. It gave our listeners a lot to think about. If you enjoyed this episode, please do subscribe and leave us a rating on our podcast platform. We appreciate your feedback and support. Before we go, Reggie, do you have any final thoughts or words to share with our listeners?
Oh, yes. If you have a pup and you think it's hard work training them, just remember to always stop on a good note. Do something the pup knows how to do very well. Stop training right there. Take a breather. Other than that, I want to make sure everybody, have a good year, of course. Stay pushing, keep it going. And for you guys that can't walk y'all dogs or you overwalk y'all dogs, get that dog a break.
All right, guys. Thank you once again for joining us today. Until next time, bye-bye. It's Diamond Diva, guys.
Oh, yes. Shout out to my BMF crew, Big Money Frenchies. Hey.
We're done. We got 3,000 likes on there.
Oh, word. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
3,000 up there, yep.
Hey, that's right. Y'all got questions, y'all can ask. I'm answering questions live right now.
Alright. Alright, let me go back through here and add background music.
Uh-oh.
Let's see which one I want.
They let you pick whatever you want to?
Mm-hmm.
They let you do anything you want to?
Not like music that I want. It's got a selection of music. So I'm going through trying to figure out which one.
They gave us some shit though. Shit go through there for a little bit and she come out there with some shit.
What's that score in the game? What's that score?
I'm about to see right now.
You can turn that on now.
Good evening, everyone. How y'all doing? I don't know what y'all put in this drink, but ain't no alcohol, but it tastes good.
That might be the Kool-Aid that I made.
This the Kool-Aid?
It might be.
I ain't had no Kool-Aid in a long time. Somebody did it good, bro. This Kool-Aid. Yeah, he done disappeared again. So it's just tons and tons of beats.
Yeah, I
That's
don't like
alright.
some of these. I think I'm gonna go back up to the top.
Very melodic. Very melodic. What's up, big head? I know, she was ready to come out here. Where'd she go?
Get a toy.
Hey, girl.
Go get a toy.
What you playing with? What y'all got?
What you got?
What you got? You got another one of these? Let me get another one.
Man, I don't know. She
Drop
took
it.
left it out. I
Sit.
just threw it away.
Wait. Woo. 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 Go get it, girl. You missed it. It's behind you. You got too much hair. You got too much hair. You got too much hair. Your mommy got to cut on their hair around your eyes. Drop it. Drop it.
She going out for the dog show.
Nope. Let go. Let go so we can share. Let go. I ain't sharing. You ain't sharing and carrying. Good girl.
It said, oh, so
Good
somebody
girl.
did
Sit.
ask you a question, Reggie.
Come on now, get out of there. Sit.
She said, have you ever groomed I'm talking about groomed, Lord. Have you ever trained a cane corso?
Yes, ma'am, I have. Cane Corso, the big, dang, what's the name of them dogs? Malamutes.
Precious Canaries?
Precious Canaries. Yes. Oh, yes. How old's your dog? Sit. Let go. Let go. Thank you. Behave. Behave. Wait. Good girl. Come on. Yes. Good job. Woo. Woo. Got her. Yeah, she got too much hair in her eyes. Good job. Good job. Don't knock the light over. Let go. Let go. Nope. 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 I don't want no parts. Let go. Yep.
She knows.
Yeah, look, she's like, I'm going to my daddy there. Yeah, go on over there with your daddy. Y'all play how y'all want to play.
Did she bring it? She took it back.
She's like, what are you doing?
She'll take it and throw it on him.
Yeah.
She'll take
Come here,
it
girl.
and throw it on him.
Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. I'm not doing that. It's not
She's
wrong.
trying to play tug of war.
Yeah, she's trying to tug with me. Right? It's all right. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Yes. You lay down too? Down. Down.
She said she don't
Down.
have one, but she love him.
Hey, yeah, I love them. Yeah, they good dogs. They got a misconception with them, of course. But I think that's with every breed, even the Chihuahuas. That's because they get that shoulder love.
The Chihuahuas?
Yes. They get all that shoulder love. Yes. But like you said earlier with the leash handling, that's definitely one of my big things of trading the leash. I'm gonna need you to tell your dog to sit, tell him to wait.
They be out there.
Let me get your leash. I'm gonna give it back because they be wanting to pull and they want to bite at you. You like, hold on now. Stop. Leave it. Thank you. Whoop. Got you. Whoop. Sit. Wait. What are you doing? Oh. Okay. There we go. Get it, girl. Good job.
That one over there.
Good job. Yes. 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 Or they, my favorite, I know I should have said it on the show. It'll be another show we'll do later. My favorite other behavior is that they go and throw a harness on them when they first buy the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
They don't teach them with a collar first.
The next question was, what has been the hardest breed to train?
The hardest breed is that owner that don't want to listen. It ain't even the dog's fault. The dog, like, I can comply, but the owner don't want to comply. So, you know, if it's one rebel on the team, I pretty much can't work with the team, you know. I need two team players, you know. Which be funny. I've had it all the time. I give back the payment too, you know. Your dog can do it, but you don't want to do it. You don't feel comfortable. There's your reimbursement. Go find the trainer that works for you, you know. You got the ones that cry in class too. I've been almost hit with a pocketbook or two. I be, you know, watching. Gotta watch the mamas. Gotta watch the mamas. You know, they don't play by their babies. Don't play with my baby. But if you come into me for that service, I got best intentions for you. So a lot of times, some of my clients actually saved my life. Where they're like, I had to do it with my dog, and look at it. You want these results, you got to do the work. You can't get the results without doing the work. Stop. I'm not playing tug of war with you, young lady.
She said, y'all see Yvonne? Y'all see how
Y'all
she
see
keep
her, right?
pushing?
She's very aggressive.
Look at her.
She is a very aggressive player. She want to tug with me. She trying to tell me how to play.
She gonna put it in his lap. That's Yvonne, the 3-year-old. She said, yeah, the owners need training.
Yes, the owners need training. And, you know, I learn all the time, too. So sometimes I have to sit back and see what I was doing. So I take a lot of videos and watch myself from the outside looking in because I talk fast, too. So I have to make sure that they retain everything that I'm saying because I'm like, did you understand what I just said? Like, and they're like, no.
She snatched it, didn't she?
Yeah, she snatched it. See, I ain't got time for her.
We've been back there.
See, that's because she watch basketball.
We've been
She
back
thinks
up.
she a
watch basketball
pit. She thinks she a pit
365
bull.
days a year.
Yeah.
Leave it. Leave it.
She thinks she a
Leave
pit
it.
bull.
Thank you. Thank you, Mama. I love you. Yeah, she like, I ain't going nowhere, Daddy. I know.
I don't have a stand-up poodle, y'all. She a
Leave
pit
it.
bull.
Leave it. Hey, girl. Hey.
That's her weakness is toys, y'all.
Hey.
Ivana, think about coming back
Wait.
there and that toy sitting up here.
Got you. Uh-huh. Woo. Got it. Sit. Wait. Okay. There you go.
She's the easiest one to train out of all of them. That little white and brown.
Yeah, that's the one I want right there.
That little white.
I want to put my hands on
That little
you.
white and brown.
I remember you. I remember you. Yes. Hey. Hey. Hey,
That little
you done
white
came a
one.
long way.
Woo!
Yes.
It took us forever to learn how to sit.
But that stubborn breed, though, let's get back to it. It's them Dachshunds. Woo, they so short to the ground. It's hard to find a leash that fit their neck.
And it's not even the training, it's the grooming. Them little short legs, they bite the mess out of you.
I try to tell you.
You pick up that leg, they going straight to you.
God, yes, that's not. Let's not forget the schnauzers.
Oh, God.
Oh my God! It don't matter which one it is, the mini, the miniature, the standard. If they don't have proper training very young, I'm talking about 8 weeks old and better, they get a little out of hand sometimes. Just a little. Hey girl, she mad I'm not snatching her toy. That's because I want to rub on you. Yeah, you got all that soft fur. I want to rub on you. I want to rub on you. Yes. Yeah, give me that butt. Yeah, baby. Give me that butt, baby. Sit. Sit. Wait. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Yes. Good job. Yeah, good job. Nope. Yeah. Well, bye then. Go on back there with your daddy. Every time he's talking about watching the game. How you watch the game? Every time I look up, it's on a commercial. Leave it. See, that's why I can't watch basketball. It should come with no commercials. The commercials should play in the corner. I got time. Any more questions? What y'all thinking out there? Yes. But it's tons and tons and tons of success stories as well. I could probably go all day about success stories. I think every case is a success story. I think if they got to come see me, the dog was about to lose his house. So I literally kept him in his house, you know. They say it all the time. They be like, I'm about to take this dog to the pound. Well, what's wrong with him? Is he about to die? Is he, you can't afford it for his lifestyle? You don't have time for him? He just don't listen. Well, let me show you how he needs to listen.
That's how a lot of dogs end up at the animal shelter.
Yeah.
All it takes is just simple training.
Or like I said, they go buy the big dog breed, and they know the dog gonna get 100 pounds, but as soon as he gets 60 pounds, they trying to rehome. It's hard to rehome a dog that ain't had no training. Train the dog so you can rehome him if you're not gonna keep him for his whole lifespan.
And especially that big.
And especially that big, yes. Dog have 5 houses before he finally gets some training. Sit.
I think it was a dog in Wake County that was like that.
Yeah, it'd be the best dog ever.
He had went to 8 different homes. Kept being taken back to the animal shelter.
Yep, nobody want to do the work. Sit. So you get some dogs that's born with good manners. I mean, we do. But it's not every dog. Us breeders, we see the whole litter. So it might be 2 litters that none of them, well, every one of them need training. Leave it. Leave it. What you doing, yo? What you doing, yo? What you doing, yo? Sit. Sit. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Hey, let me get another dog toy. I need one more.
Probably done chewed them all up. No,
For real, I had some in the car. Just took them out. Sit. Sit, baby. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. I ain't doing that. Nah, it's good.
You got to play like that.
I ain't playing like that. She got some sharp teeth. Look, she got sharp teeth. I don't play with dogs with sharp teeth. After 9 weeks old, it's no more tug of war with the dog, okay?
Yvonne don't know.
I don't play with dogs, tug of war. It teaches them bad behaviors. You want to grab your pants, legs, and your socks and pull you around the house. Sit. Oh, there we go. Hey. Hey.
Puppy. Puppy. Puppy.
I wish the squeaker
And
worked,
if you
but she done
sit
broke the
down,
squeaker. She
You
done
sit
broke the
down on the
squeaker.
chair, right? She'll come.
Sit.
She's gonna nudge you.
Sit. Drop it.
She'll take.
Leave it.
She'll take all the toys in the house.
Go
Put
get
them
it.
back in.
Go get it, girl. So he's one at a time. That's you can't shit. You
Yeah.
leave it.
Get her, man.
Get up, baby. You. I see. Leave it. Oh, got you. Oh, this her
It's all
favorite.
day.
That's her favorite. That's the favorite right there. This the one I needed from the beginning. Nah.
She gonna fuss it on you. I told you.
Pretty
She's gonna
girl.
make
Come on,
you
pretty
play with
girl.
her.
Sit. Sit.
Oh, good night. Good night. She said thank you for the information.
Yes, ma'am. You welcome. Yeah, y'all have a good night. For anybody that keeps it going, just playing with good old Yvonne. Let me bring her in the feed. Come here.
She's not your normal poodle, y'all.
Sit. Leave it. Come here. Let go. I gotta give it back.
Yvonne, put it down.
Come here.
You tell her to put it
Girl.
down. Put it down.
Put it down. That's her word.
Sit.
Put it down.
Yvonne.
Put it down. Put it down. Y'all can teach her. Y'all said them words. Y'all can teach her to put her toys back. Put it down. There you go. Yeah, walk into the place, tell her put it down.
She'll go put it in her kennel.
Hey.
You can tell her go get your toy and she'll go get it.
Come here, turn for the camera. Bing. Say hey guys. Hey. Look at that tongue hanging out. Don't that make you feel good? Oh, there you go, pretty girl. What are you talking about?
Kodak, you better have a
Little
kid.
Sip. Little Sip. What's his name again?
Kodak.
Kodak. Mr. Black. What's up? What's up, Mr. Black?
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Yes,
Bye.
yes. Thank y'all for stopping out.
Oh my God. That was good.
Hey, mama. Hey. Hey, sweetie.